Start around number 5 of our World Championship fight and just get the sense that Shakur Stevenson knows where this thing is headed, little by little, against the awkward Harutyunyan. Watch when this ends and he walks back and he tells his corner, I'm going to stop him. I'm going to stop him. Mark Kriegel, how do you see it?
39-37, 3 rounds to 1. Shakur Stevenson. Listen, he's the bigger, stronger, younger guy. I'd like to see him start walking him down, Arthur.
And then when Shakur spoke to his grandfather, his trainer, Wally, he said, yeah, if you just let your hands go, you are going to stop him.
You got to let your opposition weaken a bit. You know, when you feel them still strong, you still feel those punches on the gloves are still pretty heavy. You start paying attention downstairs, you start landing shots on them, you putting pressure, again, that mental pressure, making Harutyunyan work when he doesn't want to work, making him having to think harder than ever by being as close as Shakur is, and making him throw and miss shots like that. Now, the only thing that's missing for Shakur, again, just as in the last fight, more counters. You're missing opportunities to counter Shakur. If he steps that up, the process will start even faster. And that's the breakdown process. Look at the bolo. The bolo is there. He can dip it underneath with the left hand. It was there. But Shakur right now is slowly starting to walk forward, start trying to systematically break down the plan of Harutyunyan.
Oh, there's no doubt. Just look at the body position here in round number 5.
And that's where he thinks he's weak. He thinks he's weak downstairs, Tess. He told us in the fighter meeting, he said, and that's why even through the lead up, he was just like, I hope you've been doing your sit-ups. Because I think he saw something in the Martin fight. I think Martin hurt him down to the body.
You can see where that left hand gets targeted. Any chance that Shakur has. There's a short right hand up top. And then he splits the guard. Then he finishes down to the body.
He's in there fighting a ghost right now. Harutyunyan.
Good jab from Shakur.
Good shot.
Interesting to see as Shakur has grown older and gone up in divisions, now 27 years old, but that fully evolved man strength of his is broadened out across the shoulders. You can hear the thud in the punches, and physical presence has clearly changed as the years have gone on.
And the efficiency.
How you feel now? You see them body shots taking effect now? Yeah. Okay, let's bring that jab. Yeah, now let's bring that jab behind us. You can land more body shots, right? Huh? Okay, so beat him with that jab and then knock the jab out. Because I need you to pick up that fucking pace. Alright? Good. Now you see how you bounce in the jump? Good, good. I believe you. I believe you. Let's do it off that jab. Let's do it off that jab. Here. Hold here. One of y'all take the water. Okay. Look, concentrate. Get that jab going on that left hand.
Wow, that angle right there, he was able to land that shot. That jab, that lead hand was interesting from Shakur. Right on the inside, ooh, right underneath the lead hand of Harutyunyan.
And then a little something extra to the body.
Down to the body. Shakur is adamant he's going to stop Harutyunyan. He's in the corner telling his grandfather, he's saying, I'm going to stop him, just be patient. He's wearing down a bit, I got time.
21 punches landed in that 5th round. That's a fight high. 15 of those were power punches.
How many times did he get hit?
Well, 8. Harutyunyan had 8 punches landed. Harutyunyan's only landing 16% of his total punches. Remember when we started this fight, I said opponent connect percentage was 16.7%, number 1 in the world. He's at 15% right now as Harutyunyan.
You wonder why he's fighting Harutyunyan tonight? Because nobody else in the division wants to face Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, he's so boring. He's not that good. That's what everybody's saying, but nobody wants to fight him. Your favorite fighter does not want to fight him. Understand that. Is he running? Nope, he's right there in front of you.
What a good body shot that was. Three-punch combination. The left hand in the midst of it went to the body.
And he's sitting down on his shots too, Tess. Sitting down even harder on his punches.
Just
that
listen to
maturity.
them.
Yes, that maturity you're talking about.
That's a great shot overhead from our crew.
And look at the defense.
Right in front.
Right in front. Yeah, not
you
running.
said he's not running?
Hurt him with that body shot.
He hurt him with that body shot.
Yeah, he did.
That's why Harutyunyan reacted looking to the ref. He got him with that body shot.
This is what I was talking about at the beginning. He got to bag up Harutyunyan. You bag him up, he doesn't know what to do. Harutyunyan, you close the distance on him. He's somewhat of a mid-range to outside fighter. Again, but he slowed down a bit. Those body shots have slowed those legs down. He's not bouncing around. He's not as fidgety as he once was. Now he in there. He on survival mode now. Shakur is going to catch up with him.
He knows it too. Shakur knows he's got him. Left hand to the body. He's doing damage to the body. Harutyunyan's effort blocked. Short left hands on the inside from the champion.
Shakur's a real pro. Don't rush the process. Take your time. He knows. He has experience. He understands when his man is weakening. You saw the same thing with Tank. It's the same IQ with Tank. Tank slowly allowed Martin to wear himself down. And then what did he do? He took him out. The only difference is Shakur doesn't have that one-punch power as Tank does. But he has better defense.
The very strong round by Shakur Stevenson.
And look, listen, he starts.
Brilliant stuff by Shakur Stevenson right here. Stepping back, getting out of range, took that right hand, but that left hand has been money for him. On the outside, mid-range, staying close to his opposition, putting that mental pressure again on his opposition. Being close enough to be able to land shots like this and evade punches at the same time. One of the most frustrating things as a fighter to having to deal with across from you.
Now you look at those CompuBox numbers, but let me just focus in on the last two rounds where he has landed 32 power punches. He was 21 of 40 overall in that last round. He is in control. A couple of rounds ago, he walked back to his corner and said, I'm going to stop him. You get the sense that that's coming sooner rather than later.
Stay right there, stay right there.
He said that after the fourth round. And then look at the punches by round and the effectiveness of landing. 21 and 21. Now here comes round number 7.
Harutyunyan's trying to change things up now. He's starting to get his little bounce back. Trying to be a little bit more deceiving with his offense. But Shakur is not buying it. Still paying attention downstairs.
Mark Kriegel, what are they saying in the corner of Shakur Stevenson?
Wally Moses said, hey, listen, this guy does not like backing up, and he don't like it to the body. We keep on with that. We're going to stop him.
And to your point, Mark, 27 body connects for Shakur Stevenson. 14 in the last 2 rounds.
Shakur anticipated that looping right hand.
And that's the left hand that came, right?
Yeah, then he came right, trying to split it with the right hand, with the left hand, excuse me, down the middle.
Speaking of splitting with the left hand down the middle, good camera work by our crew right there. Harutyunyan's right hand's blocked again.
He pulls back inches to make those shots.
Oh, there was a body shot right on the hip, really, with the left hand. Harutyunyan firing back, trying to stay game.
Shakur showing his physicality on the inside, standing firm. not being moved like a mountain. Whoa, what a big shot.
Short left hand. Harutyunyan backs up.
Good body shot right there from Harutyunyan. Returning.
2 in a row from Stevenson.
Returning the favor, Tess. Yeah, you wonder how many more body shots Harutyunyan is going to be able to take. Good offensive assault right there. Not a whole lot landed, but I like the offense. I like the assertiveness from Harutyunyan.
Shakur just tracing that line, following him back, hunting down his prey. Right hand went to the body that time. 1-2, straight left hand.
And where is he? Directly in front of him.
Sweeping left hand.
In complete control.
Watch your feet, watch your feet.
It's all done with his eyes, Tess. Again, I talk about IQ. IQ. Good shot.
Let's listen in to Shakur Stevenson and his grandfather.
How you feel? Okay, you know when you jabbing this nigga, he ain't giving nothing back, right? All right?
He's trying to survive.
I know he's trying to survive, to make it easy. So look, don't leave out letting him go to your left, okay?
My back, my back.
And look,
No, what on
if he go around and get around that corner, hit him in the fucking
right,
head.
put him up.
We got more, don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay? Now look, keep using your jab. Stop hooking him off the jab, stop using the hook.
He's trying to survive. He's ready to go.
He's going.
Inside game right here. Shakur Stevenson comfortable inside the pocket in that shell type defense. Good defense right there. Look at Shakur having fun. Made that left hand miss by inches. Good defense from Shakur, of course. I would love to see a little bit more offense. I want to see him ramp it up a bit. He has Harutyunyan exactly where he wants him now. He slowed down a bit. He's directly in front of him. Start placing more and more shots on him.
He touches him to the body. That has been the target.
That's one thing that's not really assertive. You see Shakur, his plan is to get it in the inside and go down to the body, but he needs to be more assertive with his jab. He'll be able to set up even more offense off his jab. Because you're going to occupy him with that jab. You're going to move him with that jab. You're going to have control of him when you hit him with that jab.
Boy, he has such a good sense of range, doesn't he? When you see that upper body
He's the best at it.
It's like just enough.
Yeah, he's the best at it.
And then never puts himself out of position to fire off either.
Again, if he starts putting his combinations together, maybe one or two, just like that, it'd be a lot more attractive. He's walking them down now.
Trying to corral Harutyunyan. Harutyunyan circling out to his right.
Well, the thing is, he's trying to get Harutyunyan to work. And Harutyunyan is like, no, I'm not going to work.
Yes, because he knows the results if he does.
Exactly. But again, he's trying to get him to expand some of that energy to break them down even more. And once he does that, then he's going to try to siphon the gas tank even more by digging downstairs on him.
Oh, that went to the body, that right hand.
Hands free, punch it out.
Shakur staying right on top of him.
Stop, okay? Watch holding environment, okay? Let's go.
See the wear and tear on Harutyunyan. His first challenge for a world title.
Good shot.
Good job. Look, how you feel? Look, okay, look. Can we attack this guy one round? I know, but listen. So
He
look,
said go to the right.
right.
He said go to the left.
I know, okay, but he only gonna go to his right a short bit, okay? But now, when he start going away, start hitting him with that banana when he's trying to get around it, and the ribs and then the hip. All right, don't throw it to the head. Throw it at the ribs and ready to come with the hook. Like when he go around the corner, throw the hip hit and bring the hook, let him run into the hook.
There's our dear friend, one of the greatest to ever do it, Andre Ward, but Crawford also sitting ringside tonight to watch a guy they have mentored, a guy who's like a little brother to them, Shakur Stevenson. This lightweight division with Shakur, Tank Davis, with Lomachenko. Of course, Tank and Loma widely reported deep in negotiations for a unification bout later this year.
Shakur got to figure out a way to get this guy up out of here, man. He does. I mean, he has to start putting more offense together. Harutyunyan is starting to move away a bit. But he needs to put more, he needs to be more assertive with his offense. Take a little bit more risk to entertain these fans. That's just what I believe. Now, if he's comfortable with just doing this, that's one thing, but you want to say you that guy and you want people to believe it, you got to do things like that.
Well, let's see if he does do those things here. Round number 9.
What we say, just don't talk about it, that you got to show us.
He keeps wrapping that right hand around under that elbow to the body. He's been looking at the left hand to the body throughout, but now the right hand getting involved. There it is again. Finishing that 4-punch combination with the right hand to the body. A little bit of separation and a straight jab to split the guard. Goes underneath to the body with the left hand.
Good short
Good
shot.
solid short shot combination.
You got to continue to get more consistent with that work.
Oh, there's the left hand to the body.
All right, he's on the track meet. He's the one with the track shoes now, right?
Harutyunyan trying to survive Shakur here. Another body shot. Good combination from Stevenson. Minutes ago in round 9.
That's it. Just get more consistent. You don't have to use all the punching power. No, just keep touching them, touching them, touching them. That has an effect as well. There it is. That's how you do it. Harutyunyan right now fighting back. See, Harutyunyan, he don't want to get stopped. He's fighting back. And now he's bagging off Shakur with this offense.
Yeah, it's actually his best defense is simply throwing like that.
Just pick it up. You okay? All right. Just pick it up, okay? All right, okay. Let's go.
See, but now Harutyunyan just worked. Now Shakur got to come back with his offense now. That's how you do it. He just got throwing a ton of punches. Now it's your turn. There you go. Let's see if Harutyunyan, if he returns anything now.
Jetzt kommt Runde 10.
Atmen.
3 Runden für deinen Traum. 3 Runden für deinen Traum.
Leber und Kopf.
Super Runde. Hey, hallo.
Der Haken hat getroffen.
Ich hab gedacht, nach dem paar Angriffen, du wirst kaputt. How can you do it?
Dominate this motherfucker even more right now.
If I go by, I quit by.
Yo, if you use your jab, you'll knock this motherfucker out. And just hit him with some kisses and brothers. But listen, stop standing straight up, okay? And stop there and sit a little bit and give him some swag in there. Okay? Go to your swag temple, all right? Dominate.
There's Bud Crawford. Pound for pound elite. A recent welterweight dominator. Errol Spence last summer. We'll have a big fight on August 3rd at 154 pounds. Mark Kriegel in that last round. It was the first round where Harutyunyan hit double-digit connects. He had 12 punches landing against Shakur Stevenson. How do you have it?
89-82. Harutyunyan with 1 round to start. But he showed me something that last round. He's not going to go so easy.
No, he is not.
Oh, nice uppercut on the inside by Harutyunyan.
What's on the belt line?
Again, I mean, if you don't do enough offense or enough work and make him pay, then he's gonna start getting more confidence. Harutyunyan is there. He's saying, man, you're not gonna take me out. You're not gonna show me the door. Okay, I'm gonna be right here in your grill. He's gaining more confidence. Shakur got to start putting his punches together if he's gonna get this stoppage. It's been dominant. It's a bit dominant performance, but if you want to look spectacular, you got to get that stoppage. Harutyunyan is still strong. He's still strong.
He is.
My goodness.
Listen, it's a game effort. He's missing most of them, or having them blocked by that cross left hand by Shakur. But he is spirited. Mark, what can you tell us about the corner of Artem?
Well, there's some very succinct advice from him. You're not going to win on points. Forget about everything. Forget about technique. Go with your heart.
He has shown plenty. Straight left hand from Shakur splitting the guard.
Yeah, if Shakur gets, it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard to get the stoppage now. It really is. He had softened him up a bit a few rounds ago, but right now, Artem believes. He believes he belongs now. And he's starting to come on. Good shot.
Wally Moses, the trainer of Shakur Stevenson, told him before this round, if you use your jab more, you will get rid of him. Tim, you said that a few rounds ago.
Yeah, he's just walking him down. He's not giving him anything. You know, the shot that you don't see is the one that hurts you.
And a blinding jab would do that. There he posts with that southpaw right hand.
Again, Shakur getting hit more because he's trying to force the knockout.
Listen, have fun. I know, listen. I ain't talking about we don't know what the motherfuckers want to do. That's what they did to old Sneak. We can't take no chances on that shit.
I'm gonna give him a hard stop this nigga.
Hey, you'll stop him if you keep the punch on him, he'll be ready to break. But you see, he keep punching more, he keep punching. This guy cannot punch you though. It don't matter, man. That shit, we don't know how that shit looks to them bitches. I'm saying, no, I want you to beat this motherfucker out.
He's not winning shit.
All right, just hey, I want
You be counting him going.
no, put the punch out for us, man.
He's not doing shit.
Okay, but stop standing straight up, get a little bit more. I'm not talking about that. Just sit down and get a little bit more.
That was a very interesting exchange between Wally, grandfather trainer, and Shakur. Of Wally saying, listen, I want the punch output up. You get the sense that Wally is mirroring some of the things you're saying, Tim. In terms of just wanting to see more offense.
He missed his window. He missed his window. It was a few rounds ago. You saw Artem. You started seeing him weaken a bit. He was taking more shots, standing in play. Now he's caught his second win. He's comfortable with the power that Shakur is doing. Shakur got to just let his hands go a little bit more. Be more offensive-minded. That don't mean don't pay attention to defense because you don't want to get hit at the same time. But you either got to create your offense off your jab test, catch and shoot. There's other ways to be able to open your opponent up. Touch, touch, boom. You know, changing the cadence up a bit. But Shakur, again, he's marching forward. But he's not changing up things. And I think that's the difficulty he's having, being able to open up a guy like Harutyunyan. Man, this got to be your fans, your own fans are booing you. Tess, I ain't never had to go through that, ever. I don't know how I would feel with my own fans sitting in the
Are they
ring.
booing him, or are they booing the fact that it's round 11 and they thought if he stepped it up, that they would have got rid of him?
Exactly.
They're booing the style of fight that it's turned into at this point?
I don't know if it's the style. I don't know if it's the style
They
of
clearly
fight. It's
support
just,
him and love coming out for him.
it's just they expect
A statement tonight.
yes. They expected him to get rid of.
As he said, tonight is about reminding people that I'm that guy.
Yeah, Shakur doesn't have that one-punch power like a Tank Davis has. So his knockouts are going to come. It's going to be more than a cumulative type effect. But he still, again, he has to accumulate more damage, and he hasn't seemed to be able to do that as often as he wants to.
I'm really curious to hear what happens with trainer and fighter at the end of this 11th round. If Wally backs off, or if he suggests that he goes for it. Let's listen in.
I know. Look.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at Soft Production
Listen.
Center, we
Get
go
them work
to the
together.
12th
Stop doubling and triple your jab to get
You
hit.
said banana, what you doing?
Oh, he
Get the fuck out of the way.
He said one minute, but your brother took the bill this minute. But keep up, throw it at his chest this time. The brother hit the system and he threw it. Throw it at his chest. We know he don't want to get knocked out. But listen,
Survive.
right, so look. Start doubling and tripling his jab. How you slide in on the gut, start slide him on the angle on the chest. All right, okay? Go have fun. Don't worry about that. Give it a hard shot. Win, dominate this round. That's all I need.
So the exchange was, I know you want a knockout, but he's just trying to survive right now.
Good job.
It's true. It really is, and he's in there with a seasoned fighter. And when I say seasoned, you have 300 amateur fights. You're a pro. You're a pro already.
159 to 68 is the connect advantage. Harutyunyan's landed only 17% of his total punches thrown. Stevenson's landed 40%.
It's a clinic, Tess. A boxing clinic. Without no running. He didn't run. He probably could have put his punches together more, but as far as his accuracy when he wants to really land, he has. He's gone down to the body. He's staying close. Now he's getting back on his jab.
Right hand to the body from Harutyunyan.
Yeah.
Shakur patiently just stays in the pocket looking for an opportunity.
But you see Harutyunyan, he's defensively responsible. He's not trying to get hit with anything either.
There's that back power hand. Combination that finishes with the right hand upstairs. Best work in these later rounds.
Yeah, but he got to do more. They got to stay consistent. That's the only way. That is the only way.
Reminder that we will have all the news and analysis, a recap of the entire evening on the state of boxing coming up on ESPN. Plus SportsCenter follows right here on ESPN. And I believe that Abdullah Mason's going to make a short visit on the state of boxing to discuss his TKO victory tonight that has everybody buzzing. Harutyunyan is going to go the distance with Shakur Stevenson. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll hear from the judges and wrap up the evening with Shakur Stevenson's title defense here at home in New Orleans. We'll get you right back to SportsCenter in a moment. Shakur Stevenson with a 170-74 connected advantage. Mark Kriegel, I assume your scorecard holds the same as it was tracking?
119, 109, plus a couple of boos, however you want to interpret those.
All right, let's get the official scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Mark Lyson has it 119-109. Guido Cavalieri 118-110. And Lynn Carter 116-112. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. and still WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson.
We're going to get you to Sports Center in a second. We're also going to remind you that the State of Boxing is coming up on ESPN+. We'll have all the post-fight analysis, go through the entire evening, some incredible highlights with Abdullah Mason, and he will join us live. Shakur Stevenson retains his WBC Lightweight World Championship. Here's Sports Center right now.
Welcome to the State of Boxing, and welcome, champ. What did Harutyunyan say to you?
He said he had to bring his running shoes.
You bought your running shoes?
That's what he told me earlier.
Listen, you said coming into this fight, I am that guy. That's all I want to prove. Is that the message you sent tonight?
It's kind of hard to prove it if you don't got a fighter trying to fight back. He's just trying to make sure he survives. But he's a good fighter. He's tough, strong, and I would have wanted him to try a little harder so that way it could be a more fun fight.
He's trying all he can to survive.
I know. I did everything I could to get him out of there too.
Were you frustrated that you couldn't get him out of there?
Yes, I was. But I got to cut off the ring a little bit more. I send him one way, then he'll go the other way. So I'm going to go back in the gym, work on cutting off the ring.
Okay. Listen, there was some boos here tonight. Toward the end, I was kind of surprised, but what's your reaction to that?
I think the boos was probably because of him. He ain't really try to make the fight.
Your conversations with your grandfather while your trainer, what were you guys going back and forth on?
My grandfather was scared y'all was going to rob me, so he was telling me to try to do a little bit more.
I wasn't going to rob you. I had the other fight.
The judges. We seen that robbery earlier tonight, and we ain't want it to happen to me.
It was a robbery.
Yeah.
Shockey Foster got robbed.
Yeah, it was a robbery.
Listen, what's ahead for you?
We'll see. Like I said, I want to fight the best fighters in boxing. That's how you're going to get to see the best version of me when you put me in the ring with somebody else that want to fight back and compete. And that's when you're going to get the best out of me.
How you going to get that guy? You get Loma? You get Tank?
If they fight, like I said, at the end of the day, I love boxing. I'm going to keep boxing for the rest of my life. Well, for the rest of the next couple of years. But if they don't fight me, they don't fight me. I'm just going to stay in the gym and stay ready.
Good luck, man. It's been a pleasure covering you.
Thank you.
Artem, were you pleased with your performance tonight? Did you run or did you fight?
First of all, I have a few things to say. For me, these are the most important things. First of all, congratulations to Shakur Stevenson and his team. It was a great fight. And for me, most importantly, is to have fun, because boxing is my passion. And thank God that we left the ring healthy and without injuries. And in this point, I want to say thank you to Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC. Thank you to Top Rank for this opportunity. And I love Newark. It was very fun.
Okay, hey, from the looks of your face, it don't look like you had too much fun.
Of course it was fun. Yeah. Boxing is not a game, you know. You have to fight. You get hit and you have to hit back. It's normal.
At the end, you said to Shakur, I can see your heart. What do you mean by that?
Boxing is an honest sport. If you get in the ring with your opponent, you can see his mentality, his heart and everything.
Soul.
Of course, that's the right word, his soul. So I saw Shakur Stevenson's heart, and he's a good person.
Listen, you've been around about 300 amateur fights, bronze medalist in the Olympics, good pro. How does Shakur rank with the very best of the guys you've been in with?
He belongs to the top fighters in this weight category, of course, like me also. And I want to come back to the States. I wish I could came here earlier and make more fights. I need more experience, and I want to fight more.
Listen, one thing, should he have been able to knock you out?
No. So, if he would be able, then he would knock me out, because he has a lot of experience, but he couldn't.
How did you avoid getting knocked out?
Again?
How did you avoid getting knocked out?
How did he avoid getting knocked out? there were some tough rounds.
Artem, I hope we see you again. You've been a pleasure to cover. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that is harutyunyan as we continue on with the state of boxing. Bring it up to the set here. He is a joy to cover. He's a nice, grateful fighter, but here's a guy who is going to be a joy to cover for years and years and years. The babyface assassin himself. Appetite for smoke, it says on the shirt of Abdullah Mason. You did it again, my friend. You're 14-0, a TKO victory against Luis LeBron. We'll show you some of the highlights, but you take us through your evening and tell us how you're feeling.
We had a lot of fun. I thought that, you know, he'd be a lot, you know, more as far as competition because, you know, he was a step-up fight. You know, he was a tougher guy. He let his hands go, but we got the job done.
I can tell in the beginning you were really antsy in the leader. You was nervous. Yeah, because it's a different. Yeah, I can tell. I was like, he keep moving his legs. He's a bit nervous in there. But how were you able to calm those nerves, man, and be able to put on the type of performance you put on?
You know, once I woke up, you know, I became, you know, just the regular me. You know, how I usually fight. You know, my usual mindset. I just had to wake up a little bit, and as soon as I woke up, I got straight to it.
TKO 3 for Abdullah Mason, 20 years old, 14-0. Everybody says this is the next great lightweight. This was a night where we really focus on the lightweight division. Tim, your double stamp prospect, number one, sitting off your left hand.
You know, what I like about him is he's fearless. You don't mind shying away from going to the actual fire. You know, where does that come from? Is that your natural? Is that you just naturally aggressive like that? I mean, you sit back and you set up, but you're assertive. Talk to us about that, man.
I say it's natural. You know, it's something I've always had. You know, my brothers. You know, one of my brothers, he say, since I was young, I always been in the gym. Even like sometimes I had tears in my eyes going forward, still, you know, trying to fight. But I say it's something natural. Yeah, I guess I had it in me since I was young. Ever since I started boxing, it's something that, you know, I just love to do it. You know.
And you want to finish your opponent.
Yeah.
You know, that's not a natural thing.
Yeah.
You know, you go in there to hurt them. Go ahead, Mark.
What strikes me is that you're a violent fighter, you're a young fighter, but you're a calm fighter. That's not a calm thing to be in. Have you always been like that?
I would like to say so. You know, of course, you know, every time we step in the ring, we hone that, and we step in the gym, we make sure we work on that. But naturally, yeah, I'll say I'm a little calm.
Wow. I got a question. You saw the fight tonight with Shakur Stevenson. Could you have gotten a stoppage, and how would you have approached the fight against harutyunyan?
I think I could have got a stoppage, but
what did you see?
You can't be mad at Shakur Stevenson. I see that Shakur, he's a defensive fighter first, so he's gonna make sure, you know, he's still defensively sound while he's, you know, letting his hands go and stuff like that. So, you know, sometimes he just, you know, he does what he's comfortable with, you know. But I say, as far as myself, I'm an offensive fighter. You know, I like to let my hands go, and I put my punches together. And I say, you know, I think I would have got him out of there.
Makes our job a lot of fun with your style. It sure does.
For sure.
Our director, Aladdin, I'm going to drive him crazy here. Jose, turn the camera over to the side here and show the family, because we'll just give you a little behind the scenes. Everywhere you go,
step up.
You see, come on up here, guys. Everywhere you go, you see Dad, you see the brothers, you see the family of Abdullah Mason. This is so critical to your support. What was it like tonight when you got back to the locker room and everybody gathered around? What was the chatter in the locker room?
I say we just in there, and he was like, oh, that's it, you know. We expect him to come out with a lot more offense, you know, super durable. But we got the job done. That's all that matters. So we was in there. We was, you know, happy, you know, excited I got the job done. But, you know, we on to the next. It's never the end.
Guys, congratulations. I'll let you go and settle into the rest of your night. Enjoy your night while we move on with the state of boxing. But obviously we'll be seeing you down the road often.
All right,
this is a very, very impressive ride that you're on, and it's not ending anytime soon. He's only 20 years old.
Appetite for smoke crew.
And he did it again. All right, let's get into the highlights of our co-feature world title fight. O'Shaquie Foster,
seriously, man.
Robson Conceição. What happened here today, and we've got everybody in boxing buzzing because of what the judges did on a night when Foster was defensively just dominant. I mean dominant. Conceição going for his 4th title challenge, only landed 11% of his total punches. Foster, yes, Foster was not offensively putting forth a lot, but he didn't have to, seemingly, Tim, because Conceição couldn't touch him. Could not touch him. And yet, the judges' scorecards were read, and it came out a split decision for Robson Conceição to become the new WBC junior lightweight world champion.
You know what I'm hearing? All I'm hearing is the optics. It was the optics. The champion bagged up all night. Conceição put on the pressure. Yeah, he put on pressure, but he didn't land any offense. Look at that percentage right there. No, and CompuBox is not the law at the end of the day. But I think they do a dang pretty good job of seeing what punches land and what doesn't land. A lot of his offense was not landing, people. That was the difference here, where you had a Shockey, who was a complete pro, taking his time. He was dissecting them. Never saw Conceição get in the groove at all. Not one round, maybe one round. You gave him that one round, right? That's it. But it was a clear shutout to me. I know what it looks like. You're putting on pressure, but then I go back to Vegas when you had Nova versus Cortez.
Yes.
And you had a guy pressing the fight who was Nova, and he loses the decision. What are we talking about here? Poor judging, terrible decision.
This was not that fight. That was a lousy fight. I thought that
I understand.
Okay. This was atrocious, and thank God for CompuBox. Listen, no one's intending CompuBox to be the be-all, end-all.
It's not.
But at least you have a set of numbers. And thank God for Bob Canobio, who invented it. At least you have a set of numbers to look at. You go, am I crazy? No, we're not crazy.
The eyes matched up with the numbers.
It was a robbery. Listen, you know, at the margin, who landed the more definitive shots? Who landed the bigger shots? Who was hurt? Okay, certain things guys can, you know, fake camouflage when they're hurt. This wasn't the case here. I mean, that was a disgrace.
Yes, it was.
And especially these people, these judges are paid. They're in there to know boxing.
When it happens, when we get this, it's almost always because of somebody simply being the aggressor, coming forward, even if they're completely.
He was missing by 3 feet.
Listen to what I'm saying. Even if they're completely ineffective compared to the defensive fighter, it always happens. And you sit back, just because he was trying to be the aggressor, wasn't effective at all being the aggressor. Only landed 11%. All right, now let's get to Shakur Stevenson against Harutyunyan.
Did he ever hurt?
No, I mean, this is as clear as could be. He only landed 11. There was never one moment in that fight where Conceição had really accomplished much of anything. It was, I mean, now Shakur Stevenson. I thought it was interesting. I want both of your opinion here, just to listen to the interplay between Wally Moses, his grandfather trainer, and Shakur. I think Wally was mirroring a lot of what you were saying, echoing much of what you were saying, Timmy. Just step up the offense a little more. Let your hands go a little more. Shakur was pushing back, saying, I got him, but he's just trying to survive.
Yeah, Shakur, again, the young man said he's defensive-minded. Yes, he is defensive-minded, but if he was to put together some combinations, and he had Harutyunyan, he had him at the door. He did, but he let him go. You know, he was defensively sound for the most part of the fight. And it was too late when he started to want to pour it on, because Harutyunyan started to believe. He started to believe that, hey, I'm actually in this fight. I'm still here. I shouldn't be. However, I'm here, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to survive, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it to the end of the bell. But I would say Shakur Stevenson, it was like, you know, like when you play basketball with your little son. You remember when he was younger? That's what it is. It's too easy for him. Too easy. The competition has to step up. And when the competition steps up, you're going to see a greater Shakur Stevenson. Get him somebody in there that wants to fight. Get him in the ring with a Tank Davis. What was that?
That's used.
Jimmy, this has been going on for 6 years. Get him a bigger, badder opponent.
But it's too easy.
I went to Oscar De La Hoya, called him out for William Zepeda. What happened to that? Nothing. Okay, did Tank Davis want to fight him? Okay.
No.
Did Devin Haney? I don't blame him. Went up to 140 instead of going back to 35 to fight him.
No.
This isn't a top rank thing either. That's a Shakur thing. So guys can talk about him being defensive and this and that, but it's pretty unanimous. No one really wants to fight him. That's a problem he's going to have to. I don't think that you just wave a magic wand. You can change promoters, not change promoters, and it goes away. There's a reason why people don't want to fight him.
And another thing is that he's not a one-punch guy. He's not a Tank Davis. He goes about his business differently, and he completely dismantled this man tonight.
Give Harutyunyan some credit.
I give him a little credit for surviving. Yeah, he survived. I give him credit for that.
I think that he did more than survive. It's just, there were certain limitations to what he could do physically. He ain't a bad fighter.
One of the things that Shakur needs to do that I saw him doing, and he alluded to it, he's one of the most honest fighters out there. He said cutting off the ring. Yes, he's absolutely right about that.
That's been a theme this year, hasn't it been?
Yeah.
So Shakur Stevenson does what he's supposed to do. Harutyunyan sat back. This guy's an interesting guy. He's very joyful and grateful, but he had a wonderful time in Newark, and that's all great.
I'd see him again.
We'll see the next step. Obviously, this division is going to have a giant spotlight on the back half of 2024 with Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko. So that is where we are headed. We are also headed next week to, it is next week, right? Yes. Next week we're headed to Vegas, like week after week. I don't know where I am. We're going to see Janabek Alimhanallah, the unified middleweight champion, against Mikulovic. That is coming your way. He's 15-0 with 10 knockouts. This was an interesting night from Newark. We had the robbery with Conceição. We had Shakur take care of business. And I really think the star of the night was Abdullah Mason. Yes. And we will see you next week from Vegas.
Johnny Beck, Kazakhstan, Alimhanallah! Here he comes. Alimhanallah is in finish the fight mode. An onslaught from Janabek Alimhanallah.
This is the guy that looks for the action.